So hello and welcome to today's reading. Today I wanted to do what's happening next in your life because we just had the big Aries new moon eclipse kind of thing, and I think it's happening still today on April 20th. And so I just want to see what phase is happening next, what's coming next in your chapter and your story. The first card we have is the Emperor Aries energy. This is my first ever deck, so some of the cards have like drawings on them. Some of them are like missing. It was very it's very old. And then for pile 2, we have the World. For pile 3, the Knight of Pentacles, and for pile 4, the Seven of Pentacles. And on the back of the deck, the Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. And so I feel like overall we're going to be getting messages just about like time is what I'm hearing. And so I feel like there's something that we've all been working for, and that's kind of the energy. What are you getting next? What's your next blessing? What's happening next? What's the next phase in your life going to look like? And so please choose one of these 4 piles, and your reading will be in the description. So pile 1, let's look at the next phase in your life. What's happening next? What's coming next for you? Your first card is the Emperor. Your second card is this one. I love this one. It's number 7. And so I'm kind of getting life path number 7 vibes. You could be a life path number 7. It looks like you're going to be learning something and taking control of your world. And so you're making change happen, I feel like. With infinite awareness too, I feel like you're bringing the cosmos to the universe. And so there's an energy just around like, you're putting your knowledge out there, whether that's like a knowledge of, I'm hearing building, and so like if you're like an engineer or something like that, because I'm getting engineering vibes, I'm also getting like scientist vibes. And then we have Garden of Delights. And I'm gonna get one more card from this deck. And so I just feel like you're bringing something, like you're bringing fruit to life. And with very interesting. I feel like it's something that's gonna be in the public, that's kind of the energy. I'm actually gonna get one more card. But I feel like it's something in the public. So interesting too, the Lovers came out. I'm hearing like a romantic novel, and like I'm thinking about like, because we have despair on the back of the deck, I'm thinking about like a French tragedy. And so I feel like you're watching or making something that's like, it's like a love story potentially. Like you're writing a love story, but it's like a tragedy. So like, I think about like Romeo and Juliet kind of vibes. Or something like that. It feels like you're doing something with your mind though. It feels like you're creating something. And so you're going to bring something to life, something that uses your infinite awareness, your connection to not only the universe, but like the world as a whole, your connection through the physical universe, like to the spiritual universe. And so you could even be writing like, I'm thinking about H.P. Lovecraft's book about like the Necronomicon and how like it's written with like, it's just written in a very weird way where it's like, it's its own universe and it explains things in our universe that are like, it explains it through fiction. And so you could be writing fiction or something where like, I'm thinking about like writing about astrology and that kind of stuff and how astrology uses myths as like the meanings of the planets. And so like Mars is the god of war. And so to describe Mars, you would use the planet, like you'd use the myths about the god of war in Roman and Greek mythology. And so I just feel like you're bringing some of that to like the public attention. And I feel like you're learning to add romance. You're learning to add like, not only romance, but like just, you're learning to add emotions, feelings to what you write, to what you do. And if it's not writing, like I said, you could be an engineer. I feel like you're maybe making plans or something. You're learning about something new. I'm even hearing like therapy vibes. So that kind of thing where it's like couples therapy. So you could be someone that talks a lot. I feel like you're going to be creating something. And it's like you're making it happen. You're in the driver's seat right now is what I'm seeing. But let's get some more cards for the overall energy. Let's see what the next phase in your life looks like overall. We have the Fool, and so it's a brand new beginning, definitely. You're definitely like embarking on something very big is what I'm hearing. With the 9 of Charisma, I believe that's the 9 of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Strength, which is the 5 of Wands. And so I feel like you're grounding your energy. It's like you're finding a way to like have the best of both worlds. You're having fun, you're having excitement, and you're trying to make sense out of it. With the High Priestess, some kind of secrets. This gives me High Priestess vibes now too, now that I think about it. It wasn't at first, but very interesting. And then the Five of Strength. The Four of Strength. I was like, that says 5 and 5. I was real confused there for a moment. So we have the Four of Wands literally in the center of your reading. I wish I knew what this rune meant right off the top of my head. We'll see if I Google it in just a second. But it looks like you're literally embarking on your life's purpose is what it looks like. Definitely big Aries energy. This is Aries energy right here. And then we also have Leo energy. The High Priestess would be Cancer energy. It's the moon, the planet of the moon. And so you're bringing your emotions out of body is what I'm hearing. Like you're using your emotions, you're using your pain, all those things. You're using whatever's happened to you. You're using your life's experiences and sharing them with other people. You're using them in the physical world for something very, like, I'm hearing important now, but just that kind of vibe. You're using what you know to help people and to change people's lives, I feel like. The Fool is a new beginning, a new journey. And so this is something like you've never done before. It's that energy. Okay, welcome back, sorry. Overall, what I'm getting really is not like you're going to a whole new world, like the second pile probably is, but not like you're ending a cycle, like you're evolving through a cycle. And so it's like you're taking the best parts of your life and you're bringing them out, you're expressing them to others, I feel like. I feel like you're also like not changing anything that you're doing really. It's like, it is change, but it's smaller change. It's on a smaller scale. Like you're fine tuning the details is kind of what I'm getting. With the Nine of Charisma, it's like you're moving forward. You're stepping into your highest energy. And right now it's like with the Fool and the High Priestess, I feel like that's what you've been doing. And it's like you're leveling up that just a little bit. You're like you're no longer questioning your intuition is kind of what I'm getting. It's like you know your intuition's leading you the right direction. You're just kind of always leading on faith is kind of what I'm hearing too. With the Emperor, it's like you're learning how to receive, but you're not in a receptive energy really. You're learning how to be in receptive energy. And so it's this energy of like you're able to push through, you're able to express yourself, and you're doing this really easily, very fluently is kind of what I'm getting. And it's like you're expressing yourself, you're expressing yourself, you're expressing yourself, and it's like things are coming to you naturally. And so you're being very attractive is what I'm hearing. With Infinite Awareness, it's like you're tapping into this mindset, you're getting this mindset of like, what I know, my knowledge is power is kind of what I'm hearing. And with Garden Delights, it's number 36 too, which is 9. So we have 7s, 9s, we have 2, and then 6. And so really good vibes, really like you're finding harmony. You're in like a higher vibration is kind of what I'm hearing. And so you're not like, you're grounded, but you're grounded in a higher vibration is kind of what I'm hearing. And so the next phase in your life just looks very like, it looks very enjoyable. It looks like a lot of fun. And I feel like sometimes you might get lost a little bit in the fun, but that's kind of what you're meant to do in this phase. It's like you're meant to get lost in like, in stuff. It's meant to be very fun and very exciting, and like it's meant to be kind of like and it's not meant to be all work no play. And I feel like right now it's up till this point it's kind of been a lot of work and not a lot of play. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and the energy is kind of like having fun while you do it. And so you're gonna be tapping into that fun energy. It's like you're entering a new exciting phase. Like things are about to get very exciting is kind of what I feel. I'm gonna get another card from this deck. We have Thoughts. And so I feel like you're stepping into an energy where you're no longer overthinking things. It's like you're letting your mind rest and you're starting to just kind of, it's like when you have jumps on faith, it's like you know what to do. It's like very natural. So things are gonna feel very natural, I feel like. With the Ace of Wands, you have like the passion, the fire, the energy to do it. And I feel like that's the element of spring, I think. Spring or summer. And the Three of Pentacles. And so you're bringing this exciting energy into your work. I can't remember what number that is either. And then we have Pluto. That's like the double blank card, and so there's 2 on each side, Pluto and then Cryon. And so I feel like it's really big wounded healer energy. You're healing like a generational curse is kind of what I'm hearing. And then that card says peace. It's the moon in Libra. And so very balanced vibes. You're balancing your emotions, you're balancing your thoughts, you're balancing your perspective, and you're acting on faith and like you're enjoying the process. You're learning to, I'm hearing whistle while we work. And so you're just getting to that energy where it's like you're excited, you're having fun, and you're kind of going with the flow in a very positive way. And as I said, that the back of the deck was Uranus, and so that's the planet of literally like your intuition. It's your mind's eye kind of. It's like the higher octave of Mercury kind of. And so next we have the Page of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, And so I'm getting kind of like a message of the past. And I feel like there is going to be a period maybe where the past repeats itself just a little bit. And so you could get stuck in your thoughts again. Like it's that kind of energy. But with the Six of Wands, you're learning to progress through this. Like I said, you're stepping into a higher vibration. So you're not learning to manifest anymore. It's like you've already learned how to manifest. You've already learned how to open doors for yourself. And so now you're able to like actually open those doors and see what's behind them. And so there's no longer a fear. There's no longer a stepping back and saying, I can't do this. I'm not like at their level yet. You feel at the level. It's like you feel on point is what I'm hearing. You feel very connected to the universe, I feel like. And so you feel very much like this is your time to like shine. And so you'll be allowing things to be receptive. I feel like in the past, it's like you've been in this energy of like wanting things to like wanting to receive, wanting to be receptive. And like you've not been chasing things. It's like you've been training that. And now you're allowing it to happen. It's no longer going to be a struggle to be in this energy. It's very like at home, very calm. You're stepping into like Venus energy. Venus is the goddess of love. And we have the lovers too. So Libra vibes big, and we had Libra moon, and then also Taurus. And so Taurus vibes, very strong Taurus vibes, also Aries. But Taurus vibes, interesting. And so I feel like you're becoming very chill. I feel like you maybe were very high strung in the past, and it's like you're learning to be that chill person. And so I feel like you're learning how to accomplish more with less. You're learning how to do more and accomplish more with less in this next phase in your life. I feel like it's all about work, and you're learning it's not all about work and no play. It's about work, having fun while you work. And with Cryon, it's like you're learning how to prevent like bringing your problems to work. You're learning how to prevent like, you're finding consistency is what I'm hearing. And so you're really just like, you're perfecting the things that like make things difficult. And so if that's like your voice, cause like my throat, I feel like you're just tapping into the universe, and you're tapping into yourself on a higher level. And I feel like you're realizing that you have everything you've ever needed. Then your next card is Sacred Scar, number 11, which talks about literally like, it talks about using like things that happen to you in a negative light. Like it talks about using your scars for good. And so I feel like that's what you're doing on this next level. It's like you're just fully tapping into who you are on the inside. You're fully bringing that out, and you're fully showing it to the world. With the Nine of Pentacles too, the Nine of Pentacles is like the pre-Empress card, and then literally I said like that's what you're missing. And so you're just finding your feminine energy, and I'm hearing Kundalini. And so that's the vibes. It's like you're expressing your thoughts in a new way. You could be an artist, there's that big vibe. And it's like you're doing things in like a very creative, a very new way is kind of what I'm getting. You're doing it, I feel like, in the public eye. And so the universe is kind of giving you a message of like defense, I feel like too. And so I feel like you could be kind of guarded sometimes. The universe is kind of saying that as well, to drop your guards and just let your guards down. Allow yourself to have fun. Don't let your insecurities like have any play in your life, I feel like. Because you're going to be expressing yourself, and you're going to get, I feel like, nervous. There's that energy. But with the Six of Wands, the lesson here, I feel like, is to overcome that completely. And so it's like you know you're not going to let it stop you anymore, and then soon you're no longer going to have it. And so I feel like that's kind of the hope thing, is like, in this reading, is like saying like, know that every struggle you have is going to be easier, and then know that now you're going to be like working to remove them completely from your life. And so soon they won't even be in your life anymore. It's kind of what I'm hearing. Like the struggles that have been like keeping you down, you feel like have been like just stopping you, and like the barriers. And I feel like you're going to turn all of that into delight, into pleasure. With the Emperor, I'm hearing you're making the world your bitch. And it's that energy, but it's like in a very positive, it's a growing and evolving way. You're doing it in new ways and evolving ways. And you're realizing that in the past you did it the right way, just not quite always like exactly perfect, kind of is the energy. And so the next phase of your life, it looks very fun. The Four of Wands is literally celebrations, parties, and that's centering your reading. And so you couldn't ask for a better center. And then literally this card, it depicts like them at a feast. And so Thanksgiving vibes. And so maybe the fall will be very significant. Thanksgiving times, if you're from America. Or whatever, however that works. I think it's that. And then with Cryon Pluto, it's a very serious energy, but you're going about it in a not so serious way, because it's like you've already done the seriousness. Cryon's the wounded healer. Cryon's in Aries too, and I think it's in Aries for like the next 3 years, so it's gonna be a while. And so wherever you have Aries in your chart, that's the area of life you're learning a lesson. And so I have it in the 8th house, which is very fun. And for me, that's all about learning to receive this Scorpio energy. And Scorpio is death, transformation, which is also the opposite of Pluto. And so very on point vibes also is what I'm getting, kind of. I feel like you're very on point, and it's like you feel it right now. I'm going to get a few more cards, like a message for your next phase, and then we'll see. I get charms, but they're in my room, so I have to go grab them. We have a blessing and a curse. And so it says, it's both a blessing and a curse to feel everything so deeply. And so that's what you're realizing. You're figuring out how to turn your curses into blessings and your blessings into curses, etc. You're learning the yin and the yang, the balance. With don't settle, you're learning not to settle, I feel like, and amen times 3, and that's what's bringing your blessings in. We have ownership, own your shit. You're facing your shadows, I feel like, a lot right now. And so I feel like the shadow work you've been doing, it's like it accumulates over time. I'm thinking about how things take a while to get somewhere, but once they get somewhere, it's like they get more and more and more and more and more. It's only up from here. And so maybe it was down at first, but it's like you're learning how not to go down to go up. You're learning how to just go straight up, because it's like you already did the work that was needed to go down. You know what I mean? You already did the healing, and so now it's time to reap the benefits, reap the rewards. And with 11, we have spirituality coming out strong, and then it's 1, 1, 1, and then 1, 6. I don't know. 15 and 16 too. And so I really am getting like romance novel vibes, and I feel like it's just the energy of like, I'm hearing like this scene in is what I'm getting, and like as a drag queen's YouTube show, and they talk about like they say something like, she says, why would I text a guy so much? I would just write a book and then sell it and make money. And so it's that energy. You're entrepreneur. You're like, you're creating whatever you want, and you're marketing it, is what I'm hearing. And with full access, it's opening literally every door for you, and it's because you're facing your shadows. You've been working on your shadows. You're really just bringing in blessings for yourself. And it's 3, 3 under 3, 6. And so just good vibes, very magical vibes. You're manifesting. But you're manifesting literally whatever you want. Everything you want is what I'm hearing. Not whatever you want. It's everything you want is what you're manifesting. And I feel like it's just meant to be a very receptive time. It's meant to be a time of peace. It's meant to be a time of finding balance and making things you like balance. And finding clarity too. The moon in Libra can be undecisive. And so I feel like that's a message too, to be very decisive in the future. And like, yes, there's like no two binary things is what I always think about. Like things are always like ambiguous. Things are always multi like dimensional and that kind of energy. But try to think about things a little bit more binary sometimes. Think about it a little bit more easy. It's yes or no instead of like, it could be anything. Just get like more consistent, more peaceful. And I feel like that's reducing the stress in your life. And so it'll make choices easier. Just making decisions in general, I feel like will improve your life a lot in the future. That's kind of your message too. That's kind of like an advice piece. Peace. And drink more water. But I'm gonna go get charms. I'll be right back. Okay. What else do you know about the next phase in your life after the new moon? We have the 2 hearts, the key, a horse, a sun, so Leo vibes kind of too. I feel like you're just the center of your universe right now, and you're learning how to like, I'm hearing move the center of your universe. And it's like how the universe is always moving forward, it's always expanding. There's always growth. Things always get more chaotic, and that's kind of the energy I'm getting. With the horses, you could feel like pulled in 2 directions. You could feel like your happiness is kind of pulled in 2 directions. The universe is saying just make a decision, and it could be to do with love. But what I'm seeing is that you feel something, and the universe is saying to go with what you feel, to really like make the happiest choices. Is kind of what I'm hearing. Because I feel like you don't want to go with the one that you're going to be looking back at the other one. And so there might be a situation where it's like you're looking back at the other option if you go that way. And so it may even be the prettier option is what I'm getting. Like, see, that's like the prettier kind of horse. And so I'm getting that. But like this one's the racehorse. And so I feel like there is a message here about going back to past cycles. Don't repeat past cycles. Don't fall back into the energies of the past. Learn from the past. And know that it's getting easier. It's getting better. You'll understand it more soon. And so everything becomes more like, as it becomes more chaotic, you understand it better, which is interesting because it's like you gain more experience, and it takes a long time to gain experience. So first you have to go down, and then it's like the experience accumulates more than like the decay. And so eventually, you see what I'm saying? Like eventually you start making more money than you're losing. Eventually that's how it works. It always does that because it has to go down first. And so there's always an initial investment. Anything you start, anything you begin is an initial investment. And so then soon it's like the gains from the thing. So if you're self-care, for instance, if you learn to take care of yourself better and make yourself feel more energetic, more vibrant, more like higher vibrational, then you're really just stepping into an energy where you're allowing yourself to already, like, that energy can go somewhere else. You have the excess of that energy. You have this energy of like, I feel so good, I can do extra. And that's what you're learning. You're learning how to meet all your needs and then exceed all your needs so that you have more energy to do more. And so you're multiplying. You're going like above a dimension. You're changing dimensions. It's like you're changing the level that you're able to manipulate the universe. I feel like you're learning magic. I feel like you are magic, and that's your message, pile 1. Thank you so much for watching this. I'll see you in the next one. So hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're looking at the next phase in your life. And so With the world card I'm getting, it's like you're entering a whole new world, a whole new phase in your life, definitely. Everything's about to change. This feels like a major cycle coming to a close. And I'm hearing like multi-dimensional. I'm just getting that like, and like both of these cards, I'm seeing a child too. This one's not, like it doesn't necessarily specify pregnancy, but it looks kind of like she's pregnant to me. It always made me think of that. And so I'm getting that like, you're bringing something to life. You're bringing something to the world. And so I feel like it's a major cycle that's about to complete or like evolve. And that's kind of what I'm getting. There's going to be a reset. There's going to be a Fool. And so it's like you're completing one major level in your life and you're getting to another major level. And I'm getting Saturn return vibes. And so I don't know when Saturn return happens in your chart. I think it's when you're like 27 to like 30. And so I feel like the next major change in your life is that energy around your Saturn return. It's around like the second like your second like adulthood. And so it's like your 30s, it's like you're approaching your 30s, you're getting ready for your 30s, that energy where it's like you're starting to like learn how to make sense is what I'm hearing. And so you're learning how to make sense out of life in like a whole new way. And I feel like you're just maturing in some major way. With transformation through connection, I feel like you are going to be connecting to someone that really helps you connect with your soul's purpose, your path. And so it's like you're really like you're majorly leveling up is what I'm getting. And so that's really cool energy. I'm gonna get another card. We have the Spirit Ken. And so I feel like you're really connecting to your guides. You're really connecting to your truth is what I'm hearing. What cards did I use in the first pile? I can't remember. I guess this one. Yes, this one. I forgot. And then we have Renew. And so I feel like you're renewing old relationships. You're going back to check on things. There's some things from the past that are coming back in a very positive way is what I'm getting. It's like you're rethinking a couple of things, or some things you're rethinking just a little bit. And with one more card, High Honor. And so I feel like you're gonna be seen for some kind of like, you're gonna be seen in some kind of high position. You're stepping into a higher position. It could be in a connection, so you could be getting a commitment, or if you're already committed, I'm just getting like child or like working together, that energy. You're working with someone, you're working with your spirit guides as well. And so you're kind of building a team. You're building like your own unique spiritual team. And I feel like you're very connected with, I feel like the transformation through connection is really talking about your, like your connection to your inner self. And so I feel like you're putting your higher self like on a pedestal a little bit. With number 7, it's like you're learning about your higher self. 44 is 8, which is abundance. And so I feel like you're learning to co-create with the universe. You're connected completely to the universe, and you're really just like, the universe is like speaking through you is what I'm hearing. And so that energy, I feel like it's a major level up. Like this is like the major end of a cycle that's like, it's a major closure. It's like, it's very large is what I'm getting. Large and in charge, chunky yet funky. And then we have the Lovers. So interesting. The 3 of Intelligence. The Fool. The World, twice now. And then the 7 of Strength. So interesting. On the back of the deck, the 2 of Wisdom, which is the 2 of Cups. And so major soulmate vibes too. Like I feel like at some, there's like a higher order, or like that you're connecting to your soulmate in some way. It's something like that. And then expectations on the Lovers. Let me check on camera, make sure it's recording. And get a sip of my water. Okay, so pile 2. It looks like you fully know what you want. And that's kind of what I'm getting. With the Lovers, you may be making I feel like you're making a lot of decisions. You're very discerning right now. And so you're using your discernment strong is what I'm hearing. I feel like with Saturn energy coming up twice, the World twice, that's huge. Like Capricorn and Aquarius energy, that's huge. Like Saturn transformation, like restrictions, all those things. Like you're changing your root chakra, you're changing your world, you're changing your foundation. And I feel like you've elevated to the higher levels of your consciousness. You've elevated your being in a way, but it's just like you've tapped into like the different levels of who you are, and you've learned how to like go from top down. And so I'm getting that like you went from bottom up, now it's time to go from top down. And I feel like that's where you're starting. You already went top up, now you're going, and then you went top down, and it's like now you're starting to go back top up. And so you're rethinking everything, you're replanning everything. With expectations, you've released expectations on everything. It's like you're understanding everything, you're looking at everything with fresh eyes is what I'm hearing. And so every time you see something, if you see it again twice, if you see it a third time, you're literally looking at it with fresh eyes. And so that's kind of what the message I'm getting. It's like when you read tarot and you start to know all the meanings of the cards. And then you already know all the meanings, and so every time you see the cards, you look at the cards like you don't know the meaning again, and then you start to interpret what you see. And so you see two people facing off and going into it, making a decision to go into a tunnel. And it's like it's him twice, so he's making a decision within himself, but it's two different people, it's two different sides of himself. And so that's what I'm getting. And it's like it's a battle maybe. There's like he's expecting a battle kind of, or is he expecting like a magical battle? It's just like an energy of like what does he need to expect? What does he expect the unexpected? And so that's what the universe is saying, and that's a weird balance between like not having expectations and expecting the unexpected. Because you have to be able to preemptively think is what I'm hearing, and that's what you're learning is to preemptively think without expecting things to happen. It's weird. And with the Fool, that's Uranus energy, that's Aquarius energy, that's that is new beginnings, that's friendships, and it's very calm energy, but like also like a very like smart energy. And so I feel like you've learned to be to yourself. And so it's like you've released codependency in some way. You've released dependency on other people, but now it's like you can also like, people can depend on you is what I'm hearing. And so you don't need anybody and everyone needs you is kind of the energy right now. And so with the Seven of Strength, it's because you know what you want. You know what you're fighting for is what I'm hearing. In the past where you had your guards, you've learned how to not need guards there, but like help other people with that area. It's like you can give out what you couldn't give out before. And so you started filling your cup up, your cup is overflowing. And that's kind of what I'm getting. That's great. With the Three of Swords, that's the Three of Intelligence, the Three of Swords. I'm seeing like you're tapping into something magical. You're tapping into the connectedness of the universe. You're tapping into your being on a multi-dimensional level. You're really like becoming the fullest version of yourself. You're transforming through the connection with yourself. And you're literally tapping in with your spirit guides, what I'm getting, your ancestors, the universe, and you're renewing your relationships. You're renewing every piece of the process. I think this is a snake skin and then a snake egg. And so it's transformation vibes, but it's transformation like everything. You're transforming everything again. It's like you already transformed. Now you know how to transform everything again. And so it's been a lot of work, but that work has been definitely worth it. And it's like you've learned, you already knew it was worth it. You knew it was going to be worth it. It's like now you're actually going to be reaping the benefits. And so some things, I mean, it's going to still be more work in the future because life's always work. But that's the journey I'm seeing. It's like just things are going to be working out in an amazing way, it feels like. I'm going to get a card from this deck. And we have Alabaster Tablet. Alabaster Tablet. I can't remember what this one's about, so I'm going to read the book to you. But, very pretty card. And it even looks like this. They're looking in the same direction and like, so interesting. Sometimes I feel like you're going to be very much with yourself and other times you're going to be a little bit against yourself. The universe is saying to keep a carefree attitude is what I'm getting kind of. To keep a very like positive, a very carefree attitude. Don't take yourself so seriously is kind of what I'm hearing. And I feel like you do take yourself seriously. That's a very good thing. That's why you're getting to this level to where you can take yourself less seriously. You are remembering at a soul level. You are tapping into greater awareness and an understanding of your higher self's purpose shall become even clearer to you. This may invoke unsettling change within you, but this change is necessary for a new way to manifest. You are protected and guided at all times, especially when you feel uncertain about your course. You are truly loved. And so the universe is saying the more uncertain you are, literally the more the universe is helping you. And so there's no reason to be fearful of uncertainty. Know that that's when the universe is helping you the most. That's when the universe is sitting behind you, making sure everything works out. And so that way when you are sure, it's like you don't need the help as much. And so everything works out. It's like timing. And so there's a lot of behind the scenes work happening for you. With the Seven of Cups, I'm really just getting multiple blessings. I think it says, it has the Playboy bunny on it. It's Pluto, it's Venus and Scorpio vibes, which is not necessarily great. That's kind of like, I'm getting BDSM kind of vibes. And that's why I put Playboy bunny on it. It's one of the few I did that with. And then we have Refined. I feel like you're refining your wild side is the message. With the King of Swords, we have definitely big Gemini energy. We have the Lover's card. And so big air energy, lots of air energy. Libra as well, a little bit. But not really, just kind of energetically Libra. This actually I think is Libra. This is Libra. Probably Sun. But that's a guess. And so we have lots of Mercury vibes as well. Mercury retrograde is starting, and I feel like that's what this is talking about a lot. We have the Gemini energy, and so that's like, that's the throat chakra, that's Mercury energy. I feel like Mercury retrograde is gonna hit you kind of hard, but the universe is saying they're sending you support is what I'm getting. And then we have Mercury in Cancer. You're gonna be communicating with people that are like family again. It's like you're communicating with family again. You're opening relationships, and I feel like you're in the energy where it's like, these are blessings. You're seeing these relationships as blessings, and you're very happy that you get to have them. And so there's really like an energy of being like glad that you know the people you know, that kind of energy. It's like you're surrounded by positive people. With the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to be working with these people as well. The Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles. You're going to have balance in all your relationships is what I'm getting. With the Queen of Swords, big Aquarius energy, very big, also Virgo energy. The Eight of Cups, you're walking away from maybe a path a little bit. And so you could feel like you're leaving something behind. There is that energy just a little bit. There's something that's being changed. There's a change in course just a little bit. But for the most part, you're refining the course you're already on. You're reframing is what I'm getting. It says, this is happening for me, not to me. And so the changes that you are happening, it's literally, you understand that this is fated. You were meant to go through everything in the way you're going. And this is bringing you a lot of inner power. This is Moon and Leo vibes. Very cool. And big Aquarius, that's so cool. And Gemini, literally. So much air energy. I'm just getting, you're mastering everything. And so you're refining everything. You're reframing your mindset and refining. You're reframing and refining the process. You're getting everywhere that you need to get. You're getting it, you got it, you go. You know that you're being guided. You don't even have to think about it, really. The universe is saying that they were already guiding you. It's like now you just know it's happening. And so you know that this is fated. You know things are going good. It's a very good energy. You're only walking away from things that don't serve you. You're balanced. And you're using that balance to create more balance. And so it's like you're becoming stable. You're building your legacy, and it's not that you're building your legacy anymore, you've built part of your legacy. And so you're stepping onto a new place. You're building a second part of your legacy. It's like your legacy is now stretching to other parts of your life, and then it's gonna multiply even more. And so that's what I'm getting. Everything is building. Just trust in the process. Just trust in the connections that you have. Love and really prioritize good connections. Keeping very few friends, but very good friends is the energy. And being very open, very honest, very loving with those people, being very good to those people, making sure that they're good, like having everything work out. Because the universe is saying that these people are in your life for a reason, I feel like. And the universe is saying don't squander anything, I feel like. You have high honor. These people really respect you is what I'm getting. And you really respect them. It's a mutual respect. And with Saturn energy big, there's lots of like potential is what I'm getting to. And that's something people don't think about Saturn. Saturn is all about potential as well. It's getting to the actual product, like getting done with the potential. It's great to have potential, but if you don't have somewhere to stand, you can't paint. And so that's the energy. You can paint in a park, but you have to get to the park. And so how are you going to get to the park? You already know that. You've got that. You've already got to the park. You're now painting. And so you're not walking, you're running is what I'm hearing. That's the energy. It's like you learn to crawl, then you learn to walk, then you learn to run. You're not crawling, you're not walking, you're running. You've adapted running. Yeah, and you're jumping over hurdles left and right. And that's kind of what I'm getting. You're a runner, you're a track star. And literally jumping over hurdles. With the World, it looks like the Three of Cups. I was like, is that the Three of Cups? And then like literally your team is coming to, so I feel like your team is going to be, in the future, your team is going to have a new goal. You're going to have a goal with a team is what I'm getting. And I feel like you're going to be choosing like your fighters. You're going to be choosing like the people that get to go with you. And it's like, so right now that's what the universe is saying, to really choose wisely. Because like, and I feel like not just stress it because the universe is helping you choose wisely. It's just, you're learning discernment on a new level. And the universe's advice for you is to be very discerning. To prioritize using your discernment. To focus on using your discernment, I feel like. Here's some charms. And what I'm getting is you're fruiting, kind of. You're not fruiting, but like you're expanding. It's like you're expanding your garden. I feel like you're gonna have many connections, maybe even potentially love connections. We have the Seven of Cups too. And I feel like the universe is saying to keep your options open, close, like make yourself the center of your universe, prioritize your own happiness. And I'm seeing that you have the key to your heart. And like, what the hell? I just noticed that. What the hell? A fucking Minyama Yay vibes. I'm just getting that you have the key to your own heart and you have the power in all the situations that are happening to you. Like the universe is saying that everything's happening for you, not to you, and you understand that now. And so that was your reading for today. Thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. So pile 3. This is gonna be your what's happening next, the next phase in your life. And so let's get a couple cards. Earlier, I was thinking about this card in the Speak Your Truth Oracle deck that is you're all mixed up or something like that. It's like all mixed up. That's the card, and it's like when people mix their tarot cards and they're all mixed up. With the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you're making some kind of decision. You're maybe communicating something that you haven't communicated yet. And so I feel like you were running away from something in the past, and now it's like you're planting your feet firmly in the ground and you're standing solid. And so I feel like you're making a change to your decision that you made in the past, or like you're changing the future is what I'm hearing. And so you're approaching like a new future in your life. With the Sacred Geometry of the Soul, I feel like you're stepping onto your divine path. You're stepping into your divine purpose right now. And so it's like you're rethinking something in the past. And so there's a decision that you're changing. And I'm getting Mercury retrograde vibes, kind of. I'm getting Virgo vibes too. And Virgo and then Libra, I guess. We have memory. And so yes, there's something from the past that you're rethinking is what I'm getting. I want to get one more card from this deck. I forgot about this one. We have Garden Delights. I feel like you're going back. I feel like you could be overthinking right now, and that's what the universe is saying, is to drop overthinking. There's no point to overthink things, literally. The overthinking is not going to solve the problem, is what I'm hearing. And then main male, and the universe is saying to prioritize whatever it is that you want right now. There's something that you want, and you're in despair about maybe not choosing it in the past. And the universe is saying to get it, let's go change that. Change the cycle, change the, to make that change. I feel like this is something you haven't changed yet, and it's like you're stepping onto your path, so you're about to be very aware of this. And so this may not make sense until you're very aware of it, but you're becoming very aware of it. This is taking you a very long time, and that's very good, because it's gonna be very fruitful. The universe is saying it's gonna be perfect. And so I feel like you're gonna be going back to like pile one's energy, where you're rethinking from the bottom down. You're rethinking your root chakra, where you stand, your energy around like what you want. And so you're changing your world, like pile 2, but it's just this energy around like and then pile 7, or pile 4 is the 7 of Pentacles. So interesting. But you're rethinking things that like once you made a decision in fear, and now you're making a decision from power. You're making a decision with you're rethinking something from an educated perspective. And so you've learned something, and this has changed the way you would make that decision. And so you're now going back and having the opportunity to change that decision. And I'm hearing forgiveness. And so you could be asking forgiveness in the future. There's just an energy that like, you're either going back to a relationship, you're going back to a world that once you've closed off. It's like you broke a bridge before, potentially with a lover, with the 2 of Cups too. Oh, the cards speak for you sometimes. And then the Chariot, Cancer energy. This could be family related. And the 9 of Wisdom. The 9 of Wisdom would be the 9 of Cups. And so it's like you feel like you failed something in the past. And so like you're getting a chance to like redo it. It's like you're getting a do-over. Uno reverse vibes. Big time. I'm getting big Libra vibes in my head. That's what I was hearing. Libra. And I feel like Pisces, Cancer. And then big Cancer energy, because we have the Chariot too. And then the Lovers is Gemini energy. So this whole reading says Gemini, which was the Queen of Swords at the very beginning of the reading. I'm getting that it's all connected. And so you're finding out that it's all connected. You're seeing all the connections. You're like literally like, you're figuring it all out is kind of what I'm getting. And so the universe is saying you got it, trust yourself. Don't overthink the decisions, like literally. And with Ivory, Wish Fulfilling Crow, I'm gonna let that be your card, because it's just, I mean, I love that card. This card talks about wishes. I'm gonna read the book to you too, because it's probably really good. I mean it is. There's a reason it's my favorite, probably. Have faith, and I'm hearing have faith, but I meant to say, have confidence in your decisions. You will make the right decisions. It says, you have what you truly want. You can have what you truly want. Such knowledge helps to soften and release fear, grasping control, and doubt. Have confidence that the universe hears your prayers and is even leading you into that which you seek. You can take sanctuary within your spiritual connection whenever you need stabilization and protection against the fluctuations of the external world. Literally the world there, despair, like literally, I'm not, okay. No matter what is happening around you, there is a way through the fulfillment of your potential. And so no matter what, you have something you're meant to do, and you want to do this. Is what I'm saying. You can choose your fate, and that's what you've already done. You've already chose your fate. It's like, it's on your to-do list, and you've been procrastinating the hell out of it, and the universe is saying you're stopping the procrastination. You're moving forward. With the Chariot, you're moving towards your wish. You're going to be comfortable. I do see you've been on your own for like a little bit. It's kind of the energy, like you've been like, even maybe running away from love, and you've been trying to like hide from love and like decide that love isn't real, that kind of energy. And I feel like you're changing that. You're letting a wish come true, because it's like you're clearing a pathway for something. You're opening up the potential. In the past, it was like there was some way that something wasn't possible, something wasn't allowed, that kind of energy. And so now it's like it's allowed. You have your own, I'm hearing your own, like you're in this Queen of Wands energy. It could be Scorpio. We have Pluto and Chiron, interesting. We have Saturn and Pisces, the 8 of Cups. And so I feel like something you walked away from is like you're wanting to like rekindle it, and it's like you're choosing to. Mercury retrograde vibes, big time. And so I feel like this is gonna be something very transformative. And so it may not even happen soon. It's like you're making the decision that you know you can take steps in this direction. And so it's like you're opening communication, or you're opening the pathway towards something that you wanted in the past. And so this could even be like going after a job or something that you were scared to go after. It's like you're making like, you're rebuilding your resume. You're rethinking from the bottom up. You're rethinking your foundation. And it's like you're maybe not acting upon it at first this time, but with the 10 of Cups, you're making your dreams come true, or like you're setting goals to make your dreams come true. And I really am getting relationship vibes because we have the 2 of Cups coming up twice. 6 of Pentacles, you're rebalancing a relationship that maybe was turbulent in the past. It's that kind of energy. And with the Joker card, the Fool. And so literally, like you're just it's a whole new, like you're bringing something new into your life. You're connecting to your higher self, which then allows you to connect to somebody else's higher self, is kind of the energy. And whether that's literally like you're connecting to your higher self, and your higher self is giving you something kind of. And it's like you're now learning to set goals to get what you want. But you have to make the changes is what I'm getting though. That's the energy. It's like you're making those changes though. So you are making the changes that you have to make to get to where you want to go. And so maybe in the past you didn't know how to do that. And it's like you've decided that you finally know how to do that. That kind of energy. I'm going to get some advice for you, then we're going to get charms. Or just, I'm going to get cards from the Speak Your Truth Oracle deck. We have hurt people, hurt people. And so I'm really getting forgiveness vibes. Number 22. So master builder numbers. You're rebuilding something with somebody. You're choosing yourself. You're choosing to rebuild something with yourself, I feel like. With an attitude of gratitude, you're thankful for everything that's ever happened. With It's Lit, you're going to be very passionate in the cycle. It's going to be very like, it's going to feel very good is what I'm getting. And so you're opening something that feels very good for you. With Feed Your Soul, it feeds your soul. It's something that in the past, like, you couldn't have, but now you can. And so it's like it feeds your soul even more, kind of. And then with Retro Shade, it's literally going to seem like the 2D coming to 3D. And so you're going to go from, like, literally, like, it's like you're opening yourself up to, like, in every way. And so this is what you're choosing, but this is also opening you up to yourself in new ways. This is what you're opening yourself up to in new ways that allows you to open up to other people in new ways. You have this attitude of gratitude. You're thankful for everything that's ever happened to you is what I'm getting. And it's like, it's lit. It's great. You love being thankful. You're happy about it. You understand that gratitude leads you towards blessings. And so it's this energy of you're creating your dreams happen because you already realize you're in your dreams. And you know that anything you've ever wanted, you're going to have in a pathway. You just have to continue planning very slowly, continue making sense, and continue getting where you want to go. I'm here. Let's get it. Let's go. You're ready to move. Sagittarius energies too, big time strong, Jupiter vibes. So the Wheel of Fortune, change. And this is a new beginning. And so maybe it will happen, but I feel like it's like a process still. I feel like it's still a work in progress. We have the Paris thing, the Eiffel Tower, a butterfly, a dog bone. So I feel like you're finding loyalty, or you're making the decision to embrace loyalty. You and this person, I feel like, are transformationing. You're transforming, and so I feel like you're transforming with somebody. You're going to be transforming with somebody soon, or you're communicating that you wish to transform with somebody soon, is the energy. And I feel like this person is probably going to be very open to it, because otherwise I feel like it wouldn't be a part of your destiny, because that's what I'm getting is destiny. You're opening yourself up to a destiny with somebody else. It's like you're joining destinies together, and this is something from the past is what I'm getting with memory. And so this could even be like a family member going on like a business venture with a family member or a boss, anything like that. It's any kind of thing like that. And tell me what I want, or I don't know. But that's your reading for today. Thank you so much for watching this reading, and I'll see you in the next one. So pile 4, welcome to your reading. Your card was the 7 of Pentacles. And so the first message I'm kind of getting is that you could be a chronic overthinker. But I feel like you're definitely planning something right now. And with this card, number 30, I'm definitely getting like an overthinking kind of vibe. I'm getting that maybe sometimes it's like you over prepare, you over plan. With wealthy man though, I feel like this works out quite often for you. That's definitely kind of the energy. But thief, I feel like it takes from you just a little bit too. And so that's kind of the energy I'm getting. It's like your thoughts, it's like everything that you think has weight. And so with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you have the ability to like make your thoughts reality. And I feel like this is a blessing and a curse. We actually got 2 cards, Cosmic Tones of Light, which is number 36, and number 7. So number 37, Intergalactic Communication. I feel like I'm talking so fast, but Jesus. These cards just kind of came out beautifully. Literally, I can't believe those 2 cards came out together. That's crazy. And then we have Healing the Heart. And so I feel like you are going through a transformation right now. I feel like the universe is saying everything's going to be okay. Everything is good. Just trust and don't try to overthink things. Then we have the card Death under Thief too. And so I feel like the universe is saying that in the new, in your new cycle, in the new part of your life that you're entering, the new phase in your life, I feel like you're fully putting to death things that don't work for you. You're fully evolving is what I'm hearing. And it's just a beautiful energy. You're thinking about things and I feel like you're really reflecting. You could be going through some kind of dark night of the souls, and I feel like you're at the end of it where it's like things are starting to work out. With the King of Charisma, I feel like you're learning charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. The High Priestess. We have the Queen of Intellect. The 8 of Intellect. I'm gonna get one more card. The Knight of Intellect. So interesting. On the back of the deck, the 4 of Strength, the 4 of Wands. And so on the back of the deck, we have literally your divine purpose. It's like you're learning to celebrate the journey. You're taking your stresses and you're making them not stressful. You're learning how to simplify is what I'm kind of hearing. I'm gonna get another card. And we have Alpha of Alkaline. And so I'm hearing the basics. I'm hearing you're learning how to master the basics, which allows you to master the rest of your life is kind of what I'm getting. You're learning how to master sleep. And so you could be really working on building a healthy routine, daily routines. I'm getting planning and thinking about ways to simplify. It's automation is kind of what I'm getting. I feel like in the past you were tied up trying to figure out how to automate yourself. And so you weren't really moving. You didn't know the system. You didn't understand the system, but it's you finally tapped into the system. You tapped into what it is that actually I'm hearing your mission statement, your vision statement. It's you're building your mission statement, your business vision statement. It's that energy. It's knowing who you are on a brand level. And I feel like you're learning this from the universe. That's the message. You are listening to the universe and you're allowing the universe to just lead the way. With self-love, you understand that self-love is literally the key to everything, key to happiness, key to success. You're tapping into this energy where you are prioritizing yourself 100% and completely. The King of Charisma is somebody who is in their own lane. They're doing their own thing. They're not worrying about anybody. And with the High Priestess, Cosmic Tones of Light combo right there, what I'm seeing is you're in your own lane and you're co-creating with the universe. You have this intellect, you have this secrets energy, you have this holding secrets. And so you know all the secrets. You're with the Queen of Intellect too, right next to it. That's so interesting. With intergalactic communication, you're definitely, I feel some kind of tarot or some kind of magical person. That's the energy. And the next phase you're stepping into really is embracing that. You're fully stepping into that. You're learning how to make money off of it is what I'm getting. With the 7 of Pentacles and the Wealthy Man, you're stepping into a phase in your life where it's about to be I'm hearing easier. With the Knight of Intellect though, the universe is saying try not to overthink things, I feel like. Overthinking is what happened in the past. And the universe is saying the key to not overthinking thing, I feel is to invite help. Because you're going through this death and rebirth process. You're literally healing the heart is what it says. And so, that can't explain it any better than that. You're healing the heart. You're healing the heart and mind though, and you're listening to the universe. You're fully tapping in. You're fully you're seeing your blessings is the energy. With the 8 of Cups, you're walking away from the overthinking, and so the next phase in your life is going to be much less overthinking. There's an energy of it still hanging around, but it's you're lessening it. And so the universe is saying you're understanding how it's a blessing that you overthink things as well. With the 9 of Swords, you're understanding the power, you're finding the power, the secret hidden power, I feel in your mind. And with the Joker card, you're understanding how to explore your mind and how to pull things out of it, how to express things with your mind, and how to really how to show the world who you are is kind of what I'm hearing. With the 9 of Pentacles, you're learning that nothing is not free, I feel You're learning that everything has a price, everything has a cost. That's Virgo that's Venus and Virgo energy. And so the heart chakra, you're understanding you're realizing where you didn't have understandings in the past. You're understanding the secrets of life is kind of what I'm getting. And you're understanding that everything has at its core, everything is energy is kind of what I'm getting. You're learning that energy is mutable, energy is changeable, and you're learning how to exchange value. And so that's money, how money is an exchange for value. Money is never free, money is never There is nothing that's given to you. And with the heart chakra, you're learning to give freely of yourself though. And so you're learning how to attract things without money. It's like you're learning how to attract things on an energetic level. And so you're bringing things into your life on an energetic level, on a wavelength. It's like in your sleep, you are attracting money is kind of what I'm hearing. And so you're learning how to like, you're learning the lesson of like compounding things. I don't know. What's it called? Whenever like, passive income is what I'm thinking about. You're gaining some kind of source, I feel like a passive income. You're using your mind for income. So you're learning how to do less work to make money. You're learning how to be more productive. You're stepping into the energy of like a legacy, but also just like, you're building like a foundation, I feel like your foundation is built. It's like you're painting with all the colors of the wind kind of. You're really just like, you're in there like deep and like figuring everything out. With the Knight of Swords, you're seeing what works and what doesn't work, and you're changing it, is what I'm getting. Your overall energy is just the next phase of your life is going to be much more easy, much more simple, much more like pleasurable, is kind of what I'm hearing. I actually picked up this deck, but I'm going to see what the top card is. I guess top two. We have Justice and a Hanged Man. And so in the past, when you watched what you weren't sure about, you are now sure, is what I'm getting. And so there's an assurance, an insurance. Okay. But let's get some of these cards, the Speak Your Truth Oracle deck, just for the overall energy. I feel like that with the Seven of Pentacles, that's what you've done. You've set your intentions. You know what you're going for. You understand like the path to where you're going. It's like you understand your own path. And so you're getting over the hurt energies. And so you're learning how to love unconditionally is what I'm getting. You're learning that overthinking is unhealthy. And so you're learning how to like balance your overthinking and your planning. It's an energy of that. And you're learning how literally overthinking may have blocked you, how you maybe blocked yourself in the past. And with the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, it's like you're communicating with your heart. And that's kind of what I'm getting. You're communicating with the heart. You're communicating with your universe. And literally, the universe is your homegirl. Bada bing, bada boom. With the Justice card, you're learning how to manipulate karma is kind of what I'm getting. You're learning how to listen to what the universe is saying to you and take the universe's advice is kind of what I'm getting. Like, it's that kind of energy. You're inviting help. And it's just making sense with the Uranus energy. That's why this reading's so quick, because everything just makes sense. It's very quick. You know, that's the energy. You're very quick, I feel like. We have the Sun, and so you're making yourself the center of your universe. You're protecting your energy. You're really like, I feel like learning magic. You're learning literally like how to manipulate the world. You're learning about the rays. You're learning about planetary rays is what I'm hearing. And so planetary rays is how like the moon makes the ocean like have waves. It's that energy. What is the gravitational pull? What is the not gravitational pull, but like also that, but like magnetic fields and shit. You're learning about how the actual, I feel like physical like reality of magic is what I'm hearing. I'm gonna get one more. And we have the ballerina, and so you're dancing around your problems. I'm hearing skirting, but you're just jumping around your problems. You're literally having a great time. And so anything you feel like is stressful, just know that if you push through it, it will be like ease. And that's what I'm hearing is you're walking a tightrope, and so it's stressful, but you know how to walk a tightrope, so it's really not stressful at all. You're actually really good at it, and so it's fine. Just let yourself be fine is kind of what I'm hearing. With Justice, seek balance, Libra energy. And just try to like work on the monster back there and realize that that's like your monster to control almost. And that's the message. It's like the Strength card. Right now you don't have like a grip on the monster, but soon you will. Continue working on your shadows and continue bringing light to your secrets of yourself. Continue expressing the secrets of yourself and like finding the hurt parts of you and making them literally heal people.